action.
Fuck's sake.
Welcome.
Oh. It's like, what kind of welcome is it though?
I know, yeah.
Yeah.
So
I think first thing that we need to acknowledge is we didn't release an episode last week.
I know we did. We didn't.
Because being absolute amateurs at podcasting and bad at podcasting as we are at Jiu-Jitsu.
And bragging that we're good at recording and not press record button. That's even.
We spent 20 minutes going over how good we are now past our technical difficulties, how we figured it all out, and then all of a sudden it's like my camera switches off halfway through, your camera doesn't record. Like,
to be honest, that's what I'm doing now. I see, this one's recording and this one's recording as well.
Yeah, we've got a red dot, it's working. Is mine actually recording?
Yeah, you see, it says
oh yeah, it's got
record. Yeah. Mine's got like a red thingy frame.
Yeah. You got a nicer camera than me, so.
It's still as long as it records.
As long as it records. Yeah. But yeah, so we're rank amateurs at podcasting, but we're looking like we're getting there slowly.
That's it. Slowly growing.
We need to get, and also we've been using the microphones wrong apparently.
I know. Well.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah. Again, rank amateurs. We're not specialists in audio equipment or anything, but turns out microphones actually have a direction to use, and us speaking into the end of them like we have been doing has been subpar. Well,
to be honest, you know what you need to do? First we need to do from even the bad episodes, but we need to do first 100 episodes.
Yeah.
By the time we reach 100 episodes, then we're gonna be improved.
Oh, I think we're improving every episode anyway.
Yeah, but I mean...
Yeah. We'll definitely know what we're doing. We will be podcasters by episode 100.
Yes.
You keep checking them.
I know.
You're so paranoid now. It's funny as fuck.
Like anxiety kicks in.
Yeah. You're going to be doing that thing out of the Office where Jim Halpert kind of looks at the camera every time something stupid gets said.
Yes.
It's like every time something stupid gets said, you just stare at the camera like you're looking at the audience going, you know that was stupid, don't you?
I know, yeah.
It's like, I feel like that after a roll sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
I do some stupid fucking move and I'm like, what? It's like, really? Did I need to do that? It's like, stare at the camera. Like.
Right, so how you been? How's his leg better? Because I know you...
Oh, no. I tweaked it, yeah.
You tweaked it,
yeah. I had a bit of a hyperflexion on it, whereas some weight got put on it and it bent my knee more than it normally bends. It's like there was no twisting, no sideways movement. It just put my heel to my arse, and it was like, I'm an old man. I'm not that flexible. If I kneel down on the floor, I gotta really push my arse down to get my heels to touch it. And being forced to do that, it just made it go kick, and it was just that's a bit off. But shoulders getting better. Still every so often I get the pops and the clicks, but I'm like a one-man band. I walk down the street and everything's popping and clicking. It's keeping the rhythm. So
you go like so.
Kick the leg out and the drum behind me goes. But it's awesome. What about your shoulder? Because you had a shoulder injury, didn't you?
It's still I can feel it. It's still there. But the thing is, when I'm rolling, I learn how to look after it.
Yeah, you're cautious about it now, right?
Yeah.
You change your game up a bit.
I can't use full force.
No,
so.
that's good because it gets more technique than strength.
That's very true, but I kind of miss it.
You're like, I miss the strength.
I miss the strength.
I miss being strong. It's like you're Superman with kryptonite around your neck.
I know, yeah. What I used to do, I just literally bench press every person.
Yeah. And now you can't.
No,
unless you get one really strong arm. Work that one arm really strong and you'll be fucking, yeah.
So that's the downside. This is my strongest arm. And
I'll turn it into your weak arm, into your strongest arm.
Yeah.
But yeah, I actually watched a video because you like to record your rounds.
Yeah.
And I watched because you did it with doing a octopus guard sweep with
yeah,
ballooning.
Yeah.
And I saw the roll and I looked at it and it was awful because you kind of rolled and hit land. For some reason you didn't roll smooth. It kind of like really was like a flat on a wheel.
Yeah.
So, and you just went clunk like that on your shoulder and you could tell right away that it got.
What was it basically when I hit the shoulder? You know, like here.
Yeah.
It rolled. I rolled through it.
Yeah.
But the problem was when I hit it, it cracked, make cracking noise. And when I was rolling up to the back, it was going like cracking.
Yeah.
I was like, oh no!
It was like a ratchet gear just breaking.
Yeah. And then I let go my arm. no sidebar me, then the arm bar me. I was like, okay, I just can't really move the arm.
You're so sore you can't even say, I don't want to stop anymore.
Yeah.
But you got bullied by balloon and it was alright. So.
Well, it's more my fault because when I did that octopus guard, I always was thinking, is it bad or good to reach the arm?
Yeah.
With the arm where you're standing.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Yeah, definitely bad. So, but I think the octopus guard's a good one where a lot of people are working it. I think it's that thing of the Craig Jones effect. Every time Craig Jones works on something, because everyone just loves his videos, because he's just that thing of he gets out of everything. He's the escape artist of Jiu-Jitsu. You see his roles. It's one of my favourite people to watch on Instagram. Because just like I like doing that escaping stuff, and I'm quite a defensive roller.
Yeah.
So.
What I've tried, on some people, when you do octopus guard and you just sit up like that, sometimes you can take it back.
Yeah.
I'd say maybe for me it was maybe by accident. Basically, what it was, I sit back.
Yeah.
I hooked the arm and I pulled it, and instead of him falling, he twisted himself, and I got in the back. I was like, whoa!
There's Craig Jones actually has a full instructional on the octopus guard.
Ah, right. So, okay, I'll need to watch that one.
And I recommend it because I watch it, and it's one of the ones I'm working with at the moment because I like the octopus guard. But it's one of the things of if you know someone that downloads them, someone that pirates them. Just you just get in touch with them. They'll be able to sort you out. Not me, maybe not.
What I've noticed, another thing, I'm really bad at passing legs.
Yeah,
it's like
that's generally what is required for guard passing.
Yeah.
So.
It's like I pass one leg, and by the time I pass the second leg, the first leg comes back, and I was like, damn it.
Yeah, guard passing is one of these hard things where you need to find what system works for you and work on that and build from that. Some people are just great at outside passing, some people are inside passers.
I rolled with one person, he's like, his legs very flexible, Gavin.
Yeah.
He's got very flexible legs. And what I've tried...
He's horrible for guard retention. He gets me sometimes.
So what I try to do, push his leg, one leg in, and then push another leg in. So basically what I try to do with his legs while passing guard, put them in a lotus pose and put the knot on.
Yeah.
Not in, I could he gets stuck there and just go around.
I think when I'm rolling with certain people who've got crazy guard retentions, it's my personal games. I like outside passing. I don't like to do the knee slices or anything like that. I like to basically get control of their legs and work from the outside and go
knee
down.
Slices, it works. It doesn't work for me. I get stuck. I think I'm doing something wrong.
Generally, knee slices work really well if you've got speed on you.
All right.
So what you're looking at is you look at some of the people that are really good at just knee slice passes. And in the gym, you look at Lou, Lou, great at knee slice pass, and he'll do it in one smooth motion. And what he's pretty much doing, he's going from standing in front of you, and then all of a sudden he's next to you because he's sliced through. A good person to look at for knee slice passes, because you like watching matches to look at, is look at Fionn Davis.
Fionn Davis, okay.
She in one of her previous matches that she had, she got one of her opponents there making jokes about basic bitch knee slice passes, and then she releases an instructional called basic bitch knee slice passes because her knee slice passing is really good. It's top notch, and she does it in such a smooth way where it's control all the way through the movement. It's recommended to watch her scraps because when she's doing her matches, definitely.
Okay, I'll need to have a look. You know what else I make fault? And literally when rolling with everyone, they know what's coming. Because what I do, I speak to myself. I was like, right, I'm gonna move the arm, I'm gonna get the neck, and I'll get the kimura, and they know what's coming.
You're like your own coach in the corner.
I'm talking to myself. That's why it's difficult for me to wear mouth guards. Because I tried, I can breathe. I learned how to breathe with them. I can roll.
But you just can't talk with them.
I can't talk with myself.
Maybe you should start talking to yourself in Lithuanian.
Yeah, I think I'm a bit worse in my own language than in English.
You've been here too long now.
Yeah, I've been here for 20 years. So
the only thing you kept was the accent.
Yeah.
But it's one of the things where people just chat away. Some people chat. You can actually in some competitions they actually penalise you for talking.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
It's like, why? It's like, just chat away. But I understand where they want this professional competitive element into it, but...
I started doing, if people go, they do good pressure game on me, or they like doing, setting up themselves very heavy on me.
Yeah.
Even I'm in shitty position, what confuses people, I lift my hands and say, you're doing a good job. And they're like, what?
It's like, you're doing great, keep up the good work.
Sometimes it throws them off of the game and like, I think I'm not doing right.
Yeah, it's just, so, what are you thinking about Jiu-Jitsu this week? What's like on your mind, if anything?
On my mind, I got smashed by everyone, I mean, but apparently someone told me, you can't be happy about it because this is very gay. You can't say I love being
I love being smashed. It's like,
and the person says, no, that doesn't sound right.
Yeah, Jiu-Jitsu is a very gay sport. It's like, okay, yeah. It's like,
well, I mean, heavier, stronger, or higher, more experienced people. I mean, literally everyone.
That's it. It's horrible being at the bottom of the totem pole sometimes, but you're not at the bottom. You're what, 4-stripe white belt now.
Yeah, I mean,
there are people that you are handing
slowly.
Yeah, you're up there. It's the hard thing is in our gym. We have some great competitive guys in our gym.
That's why it's a bit tougher to maybe not improve.
Feel like you're improving.
Yeah. But when you roll to another ones who like the gym mentality is different, and you start flipping them over, and they're like, okay, that worked.
It's the dynamic of training's weird. It's like unless you're getting regular new people in, it's hard to know where you stand in your skill level because everyone's going up at the same time with you.
Yeah.
It's like you might be able to think that in certain situations you're catching up to people ahead of you slightly.
Yeah.
Because they might be plateauing, they might be this, and at the top end you are talking fractions of a percent of skill difference.
Sometimes it's fun when you get the new person and he doesn't know what to do. Yeah.
And you just play with him.
Yeah, you try to play with him, but what he does, he literally grips your arm or anything. Like sometimes you get those pointless grips, and he uses full strength.
Yeah.
And let's say you roll for 10 minutes, and after 2-3 minutes, he's shaking because he's so low on energy, and you're like, oh yes, come here now.
It's getting having that. Again, you're just learning the maturity of as you roll.
Yeah.
If you know you're doing a 10-minute round, prepare for a 10-minute round. You start your roll as you mean to go on.
Yeah.
Some people are just really. You'll see them go. Oh, we're doing a 10-minute round, and they'll go full bore.
Yeah.
For like 2 minutes. It's like, okay, that's fine. That falls into my game because I'm like, I was like, my game is if I'm doing a 10-minute round, I want to be good in the last 2 minutes. I don't care about being good in the first 2 minutes. Let me be good in the last 2 minutes, and it's like, I'll let you tire the fuck out.
To be honest, I found those spaces where I can even rest. Even I'm on the bottom, I put the frame on and let the person work. Yeah. It's not like I need a lot of energy. I can breathe in and get the energy back.
Yeah. And that's it. It's a good frame can give you that space to breathe and recover. And that's the person on the top's fault because they should be working to break your frames. And
you know how to break the frames. Some people they don't.
I know. It's part of the thing. As I said, when I'm a blue belt out now. I have fresh blue belt, and I've got the mindset that my blue belt's going to be. I'm working on control.
Yeah.
That's it. It's like I'm not giving a crap about subs.
It's like
I'll learn subs here and there. I'll pick them up. Most subs follow the same rules of this is how they work.
It's like I couldn't get shoulder crunch on you today. I get in and you twist the arm.
I reverse and you shoulder crunch into a whizzer, and he's like a really deep whizzer as well. I was just like, it's like
it works on most of the people.
And it's like I just pick up my little things like that, the little tricks, and I'm just working on control. I'll happily do rounds where I don't sub anyone now.
Yeah.
And I'm happily working against people better than me. And if they're not subbing me, again, that's an element of control to me because it's allowing me to control the match.
Well, for me, I don't really mind about submission. I don't really think about that. For me, it's more like if I manage the sweepers and maybe a bit to torture a bit. That's my sweet spot.
Yeah, you have your small victories, you have your personal victories. I think for a learning and improvement mentality, they're the ones that are actually more important.
Yeah.
Getting a sub in training, unless you're specifically working that sub or that area of the game, it's meaningless. Really, it's a nice little ego boost for a second, but it doesn't matter much in actually what we're here for, which is we're here for skill acquisition.
Yeah.
We're here to learn. And if you're going into your rounds like in the gym and you're just training just to get the sub, and you know what, it's good for them. If they need that feeling of I need to win, and they're just doing the same thing over and over again, that's fine. I'll go in there. If I get tapped by anyone, I don't care. I don't really care about getting tapped. All I care about is why did I get tapped? Because then I can work on not getting tapped like that again.
Yeah. Well, I roll with Ronnie.
Yeah.
And you know he loves starting from side things.
Yeah,
and then he flips over and all that. So we will keep rolling with him. And the last half a minute left, I managed to get triangle choke on him.
Yeah.
So I managed to get. He was moving his head, everything, and my legs went like very deep. Like I just needed like proper squeeze. And what happened? He panicked. So he panicked.
Yeah.
He grabbed my thumb and he nearly ripped it off. I was in pain. I just let go of everything. I was like, you fucking bastard.
See.
And he's like, sorry, survival mode.
See, that shows the difference between me and Roddy there, because I was caught in a triangle by Mikey like a couple of weeks ago, and it was a good triangle. I was like, yeah, this guy's got me in a triangle, so I was trying to stack him a bit. He wasn't letting me stack, and he was going for them legs. I was like, what am I going to do here? So I just oil checked him. Survival mode. I'll put my finger up your ass, Mikey. There you go. He squealed. I don't think we're friends anymore, so...
That's why I've not seen him for a while.
Yeah.
He's still recovering.
I think he had to take like a trip to like some little therapist and point on the doll where I touched him.
Yeah, you see, the thing is, if I'll do that to Ronnie, I'm definitely not going to live long.
I think Ronnie's... He always checks Ronnie. I think it might break your finger. He's strong everywhere. I don't want to risk it. He's so strong he'd probably snap your finger off if you'd go anywhere near that. So I'm definitely not running.
Well, yeah, I know what I mean, but like, I was like, damn.
Yeah, I think we're touching on pride here with people, where there is that element of ego and pride, and you know, a lot of you see a lot on Instagram and YouTube, and these people where they go, oh, don't bring ego into the mat. Don't bring ego. Like jiu-jitsu, you can't have ego in jiu-jitsu. You can have ego in jiu-jitsu. Ego's needed. Ego gives you the belief that you can do something.
But we don't have many people who's like trying to be nasty on purpose. And
we don't have anyone really.
No, that's what I mean.
So it's...
I mean, you get smashed, but to the certain point, they're still friendly to you.
But it's that thing of... So ego is needed. You need an ego.
Yeah.
But what's bad is toxic ego and pride.
Yeah.
They get weeded out in jiu-jitsu.
Right.
Because if you've got a toxic ego where you think you think that you're the bee's knees, it's like, all right, you're going to start doing jiu-jitsu and you're going to spend the vast majority of your early jiu-jitsu life being fucked up by people, usually smaller than you.
Yeah.
Like, your ego can't take it. If you've got a toxic ego, you're not going to take it. Your pride's going to get damaged.
I mean, what happened, let's say, for you for full first year? You got smashed by everyone, literally everyone, destroyed.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's for me, it was the same.
Yeah.
And to be honest, it passed 1 year now, and it's still not changed much.
No, your thing, your sweeping game's good, and you're up there. I think, again...
It's more like a survival mode kick.
But if you've got a toxic ego, that first year of jiu-jitsu especially, where you are pretty much exclusively the male, you're only going to be able to do active work if someone's allowing you to do it, or people are, newer than you, and you are slightly outskilling them on it. But you're not going to survive. If you need to be the top dog in a place, jiu-jitsu is not the sport for you.
Yeah.
Because
unless you want to go professional or something like that.
The thing is, that's that positive ego.
Yeah, but I mean, you can be like that in the competitions, but not in the gym.
Yeah, But the thing is, you'll find these people where, you know, you can't have that ego when you start jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
But you can develop it when you're at the top level.
Yeah.
So you'll find some top level athletes become dickheads, to put it bluntly.
Get cocky and all.
And they get cocky, they know where the skill set is. And it's like, all right, your ego now, because having ego, knowing where your skill set is, being confident in your skill set, that's a good thing.
Until they get smashed.
Yeah, but that's a good thing. Having that positive ego that can drive you, that can inspire you, that will let you know, I'm comfortable in this position. You can't get me there. I'm fine. I'm not going to worry about that. That type of ego, perfectly acceptable. But when you get to the top level where, you know, your ego and you start twisting and you're getting toxic and you start maybe bad mouthing people here and there, you're entering spaces like gyms and seminars and you've just got a bit of an attitude about you. It's like
that's the downside.
Yeah, it's like you're a bit of a dickhead now, mate. To put it bluntly. And it's like, you know what? I'm talking about people that'll leather me 10 days till Sunday. But you know what? Person to person, you're a dickhead. It's like your jiu-jitsu's great. Don't get me wrong. It's fucking fantastic. I'd love to have your jiu-jitsu, but you're a tosser. So
to be honest, what I started doing, it's not ego thing, but what I started asking people politely when I'm rolling. So basically, I'm rolling with any person, and because I'm usually, what I've noticed, I'm lazy one. So I'm just lazy as hell to take it back and do extra bit of a movement just to do more. So what I started doing, because slowly I'm, let's say, going to side control and person like tries to get retention, gets back, and so I started politely asking, I said, can you fucking stop moving? I'm just trying to submit you.
Same man.
No one listens to it.
That's it. You got to be smarter in your baiting. You can't be just very asking. You got to be sneaky, like handing someone a lapel on a gi.
I was like, I know I'm lazy today. Yeah, it's like, can you be polite and let me finish?
And you did that to Jazz just then.
I know, yeah.
And he opened that. And it was like, I saw it, I was watching it, it was like, I heard you say it, I'm being lazy today, let me have it. And then she kind of sort of let you have it, but what you didn't realise was she's looking at the clock and the timer is just about to run out.
I know.
She got you, she outplayed you. You're done.
Damn it.
You're outsmarted. So.
Yeah, and then she was saying it's time. I was like, no, sorry, I want to finish it.
You can't bully people like that, Martin. You have to accept it. You weren't good enough and you weren't quick enough. But,
to be honest, this is the first time I rolled with her, and she's very active.
Yeah, she's got a lot of energy and she's strong as well. So
very active. I was like, wow.
Yeah. And it's like she finger whenever I rolled with her, she's just like, bam, bam, bam. She brings it to you every time. She's not a wallflower by she's not gonna stand back and let you ring things, but she is.
Yeah.
And she, but don't tickle her, she'll smack you.
I know, I got punched in.
You're not allowed to bring that game into it with Jazz.
Yeah, I try on everyone. I literally try on everyone.
Well, you're not going to try it again. She'll punch you in the head.
Well,
it's a thing. Again, a bit of a little link of a segues there. We've had the toxic ego thing, and we touched on Jazz being a great role. And one of the things that I've been thinking about and had a bit of a discussion with one of my friends was the language people use sometimes. So when when a kid, like a young person's going for a sub on me or something like that, or a woman's going for a sub on me, I don't resist too hard.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to be a fair training partner.
Yeah.
And one of the questions I asked someone is like a friend who's better with words than me. I was like, what word would you use? Because I don't like to use the word "I'll let you have it." And I allowed it to happen. That kind of seems a bit disrespectful. And it's like, how do you use the words to explain it properly? Because I could have been an awful, obnoxious guy, and I could just lock my arms up, and all day till Sunday, some kid and some smaller woman, they're not breaking my grip. It's like, I'm a relatively strong guy. It's like I can just sit there all day. doing that. But if they work it and they get the angle right, I'm not going to hold on for dear life. I'll let the grip move, but I'll then try to move the angles, and I'll make them work. Let's say make them work, but it's like I'm not making it easy for them.
I mean,
It's just finding the right language to do it, and then the conversation went to, you don't have to use that word. It's like, why don't you change the entire syntax and the sentence structure? So it's like, as we were working, that happened. It's like, you've got a sub while we were working. And it's like, because it is work, and it's like, it's finding the right language, and it's one of these things where it's probably some fluffy EDI thing, which, you know, people have DEI thing that people don't like, but I think it's good to make sure that you're not using words that sometimes you don't think about in a way that you don't think is actually going to be disrespectful, but it could appear to disrespectful. Because if I was rolling with Sting and and he's letting me work, again, letting me work, that's fine in that context, because we know that he can lever me every day to Sunday. But during that role, I get something that he wasn't expecting, but he doesn't resist to the full extent of his abilities.
Yeah.
But then he says, "I'll let you have that." It's got that element of disrespect to it, and I was just having a conversation because I didn't like that element of disrespect to that language, and it's just me being a bit maybe fruity minded, but it's just something that I was thinking about. So,
but I mean, look, every single time you roll with a different person, you adjust yourself.
Yeah,
it's like, let's say, if you roll with a person who is much lighter and weaker than you ain't gonna be like you're not gonna go like full Godzilla on him, you know. Like.
Are we trying to say here that Jiu-Jitsu is actually DEI?
What's that?
So DEI is that corporate policies of diversity, equality, and inclusion, where where you make adjustments for people based on certain things. So technically, like,
well, yeah, but no. Look, the thing is, let's say I roll with the person who's like strength-wise is much weaker, but experience-wise much stronger. Yeah. So technically, I'm gonna get smashed.
Yeah.
But it's not like I'm gonna use my full strength, to break something, because it's nothing gonna do good for me.
Yeah.
And plus, if I'll be that person, like you said, you're gonna be a dick.
Yeah.
That person not gonna roll with you anymore.
No. If you break your toys, you don't got any more to play with, have you?
There you go. And we love our toys.
I really love my toys. Especially the ones that I can make squeak.
I know, yeah.
Although I made the squeak today because rolling with Jazz, for some reason she put her foot in my neck and I was like, ah! I was like, I have no idea where that noise came from.
I did very similar to Kenny.
Yeah. I've made some weird noises in Jiu-Jitsu.
I know when we rolled today with Craig, and Craig, it's his second or third time we roll like for the past week with him, and he says, why you keep climbing on me? So because he's a much bigger person, so sometimes if I mount him, my knees not always reach the floor.
So you don't mount him?
No. So my mount is different. So when I mount him, I straight away put one knee on the solar plex.
So you go knee on belly?
Yes. And then another knee I put on the neck, and I just balance on him, try to get the arm.
You can just sit up and roll you. But don't mount big guys. If you can't put your knees on both sides of them, don't traditionally mount them.
Yeah.
You might be able to do like a bit of a perching mount, or a technical mount where you might have your foot on one.
Yeah, but what I do,
just go knee on belly.
Yeah.
At our level, go on knee on belly. Don't try and play some crazy bounce. Go knee belly. Work your balance from there. Just make his life miserable.
Yeah, so
always.
Even if I can't submit, I just try stay heavy and create not comfortable spaces for him.
Yeah, knee on belly is a great one. And I think sometimes a lot of people just see knee on belly as a torturous position, but I've caught a few arm bars from knee on belly, and it's one of my favourite moves from knee on belly.
Have you tried adjusting your knee, seeing the person's reaction?
Yeah. Adjust the knee and start pulling the head up a bit, and
that's what I did. I put the knee, I see his reaction. I put it higher, I see his reaction. I put it higher.
You're just playing a game, aren't you?
Yeah.
It's like a musical instrument.
Yeah.
You change the gurgle sound as you go up and down.
It's like, how low can you go?
If it's knee on bally, that's different.
Hey, you did that. My ball grinder today.
I resemble that.
You literally put the knee on my balls and slide it up. I was like, damn it.
I was going from side control to mount.
I had my guard in, and then when we started doing that, my leg went, and you're like, oh, I passed the guard. I was like, whoa, yeah.
It wasn't then, it was when I was going from the side control to the mount. When I drop my knee onto your belly, I always make sure it runs south a little bit.
That wasn't my belly. That literally
Was
wasn't
that your
my
belly?
Yeah, that was.
It was bally, not belly.
Yeah.
On that note, anyway, I think we're done for this episode.
Okay.
So I would like to thank everyone that came and listened today. It's a Bad Jiu-Jitsu podcast. And hopefully we'll be a bit more reliable with our technical failures. So
we're gonna get better. We're gonna do more podcasts, but we're still gonna have ups and downs.
Oh yeah, definitely. And we're gonna start getting guests on. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, definitely. But anyway, thanks again.
Thank
And
you.
We'll see you next time.
See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.